Hi guys, welcome to the channel of E-manGames. My name is Tayfun and I'm going to show you my updated Zefra deck profile. I played Zefra at an LLDS this weekend. We played 5 rounds of Swiss and top 8 cut, and I went 5-0 in Swiss undefeated and lost in top 4 against Sky Striker. My Swiss matchups were 2 Gookies, 2 Sky Strikers and 1 Trickster Sky Striker, so it's a good representation of the meta game. And in top 8 I played against Sky Striker, and in top 4 I lost against Trickster Sky Striker again, the same player. So let's go to my deck. I'm still playing triple Zefra, triple Zefranu and 2 Zefroxy as in my last profiles. You need the standard Zefra Yangzing lineup, especially Zefroxy has become better again because you can summon Chaofeng against Gookie, and they're all Earth monsters, so you lock them out of the game. Then we are playing 1 Zefra Wendy, 1 Zefra Roxiton and 1 Zefra Thubin. You need all these one-offs because after turn 1 you still need to grind with Zefrath, and drawing Pendulum monsters is good because if you draw Pendulum monsters you don't have to summon them from the extra deck, and yeah, you can summon out more monsters, that's always really good. And of course you need the normal summons to summon Electromite. Then I'm playing 1 Jiaotu. I'm still iffy about this card. I didn't use it that often this format, and in this tournament I only summoned it if I drew it. I never summoned it out of my deck except once or twice. And yeah, it's here to make bucks here, but it's not really needed, and I can imagine not playing this card in the future. Then the Dark Dragon engine, 2 Dark Worm, 1 Gate Zero and 1 Destrudo. This is the perfect lineup. You have to play these cards, and this is your way to make Electromite and get a scale. The problem with other Electromite enablers like Chronograph or the Mythical Beast engine is that you don't get a scale, and you have to draw 4 Pendulum monsters in order to Pendulum summon. You need 1 Electromite enabler, you need 1 normal summon to summon Electromite, and you need 2 additional scales in your hand in order to Pendulum summon, and that's not always possible in this deck because you don't play that many Pendulum monsters. The Strudel is really good right now because you can summon Dawn Dragster turn 1, and Dawn Dragster like works every deck. Then for the hand traps, 2 Ash and 1 Ogre. Listen to me, I'm not playing Split Ratios because I'm stupid, but because I'm playing Emergency Teleport, and you can summon Ghost Ogre with Emergency Teleport, and Split Ratios are really good in this deck because in turn 1 you can search one of your hand traps with Oracle of Zefra, and in your opponent's turn, if you destroy your Chaofeng with 9 pillars, if you're not playing against Gookie, you can search the other one, so you get 3 negates. You get 1 Ghost Ogre, 1 Ash Blossom and the 9 pillars negate. Then I'm also playing triple Gamma. Gamma is really good right now because it cannot be stopped by Called by the Grave or by Aqua Dolphin, so it's like the best disruptor card against Gookie. If you have Gamma against Gookie, you cannot lose except if they have Soul Charge or Monster Reborn. And triple Impermanence, same reason, it cannot be stopped by Aqua Dolphin or Called by the Grave, and it's the most reliable hand trap around. Then for my spells, still 3 Dragon Shrine, 3 Oracle of Zefra, 3 Providence, 3 Terraforming, Foolish, and Ravine. This is just to get to your 2-card combo of Zefrath plus Dark Worm a lot quicker. You need these cards. You see this deck is like weak against Strong Lockbird, that's why I'm selling 3 copies of Called by the Grave on top of the 3 Gammas I have in my main deck. And yeah. And as additional spell cards I didn't play in my earlier versions of this deck is Set Rotation and Emergency Teleport. So Set Rotation is really good right now because against Trickster you need to get rid of the light stage. If they have light stage up in their own turn, they can always bait out your counter traps. And so even going second Set Rotation is really good because you get rid of the light stage, and next turn, if they want to keep playing, they have to activate Engage or Norm some Candina into your counter traps, and then you can take them out. Otherwise they would take out your counter traps with light stage. And Emergency Teleport allows you to summon Zefra Wendy, so you have a Pendulum monster to summon Electromite, Gamma, or Ogre, so you can go into Synchro Place or into Electromite, which is all this deck is about. And it's just a really good extender. It gets you more guys on the field, and people don't expect this. And to end this off, 3 traps. To be honest, Zefra was really weak right now. I would probably take this out. I didn't test too much before attending the event, but going forward I would put this into my side deck and side deck against decks like True Draco or like Floodgate decks, but take it out against Trickster and Gookie and so on. So for my extra deck, I'm playing 1 Tornado and 1 M7 and 1 Bouncer. So Bouncer is really good because mid game you can summon start as Charge Warrior, get an Ash to your hand, and you pendulum some Zefrani, so you get a counter trap, and then you can also overlay both into Photon Strike Bouncer, so you get 3 negates mid game, and that's really good. And you produce, if you can pendulum some turn 3, you get another 3 negates, which is like the best in every grind situation. And yeah, M7 is better than the Vampire because it gets rid of himself if he's alone in the extra monster zone, so you can bounce himself and pendulum summon again, or you can add deck Zefranius from your grave and pendulum summon Zefraniu. I had the problem with the Vampire that I couldn't keep playing when it was in my extra monster zone. Then this one I'm playing it again because searching Ash Blossom is really good. Also searching Drawn Lockbird, which is in my side deck. Horus, one of the best synchro monsters in this deck. Black Horse Dragon, I made this a lot again because people don't play around it, and it gets rid of Scapegoat, which is really important. This one also gets rid of Scapegoat, so it can attack all special summon monsters once each, and if you can bait out the Scapegoat, you can just attack over every token and clear the board. Then Dawn Dragster, this was my most summoned synchro monster in the tournament because if you pendulum summon and they don't see it coming, you can just summon Dawn Dragster and negate their Scapegoat or negate their engages or Widow Anchors. Yazi and Axia to clear boards. Omega, yeah, nothing to explain. And Chaofeng, so this is the reason why I picked this deck up again. Against Gookie, you summon this with Earth, and they cannot activate any Gookie effects. And that's it. You have a counter trap to protect it. What can they do? Nothing. They need to draw a Kaiju, and even if they have the Kaiju, you still have the counter traps, and that's probably enough to stop their turn. Then 2 Electromite. Shoutouts to Sebastian who brought me these. 1 Decode Talker and 1 Bowler Dragon. As for the side deck, I'm playing 3 Twin Crystal against trap heavy decks. 3 Night Beam, this against Sky Striker and Trickster, because against Trickster I don't want to side True Crystals because I'm nagging too much. I don't want to discard just to destroy chainable cards. If they have shared right or scapegoat, they are going to chain them, and yeah, I lost 2 cards for nothing. And Night Beam does a better job. I took out chat rights with these, I took out reincarnations and scapegoats, and that's really good. 3 Called by the Grave. Not much to explain. I'm always setting these in when I'm going first. 2 Shatrites. These were overperforming for me. I opened Shatrite against Trickster and against Sky Striker going first, and that's probably game. If you have, like, you start with 2 or 3 card combos, and if you have this on top, they cannot come back. And then I'm playing the other hand traps. I'm not maxing out, so against Pendulum I'm siding these in, against Trickster I'm siding this in. And as my last side card I'm playing 1 Drawn Lockbird because I can search it with Oracle of Zefra, and if I have it, I have it, so it's an additional card that stops a Gookie combo. So thank you for watching. I'm going to shout out our sponsors Monster Protectors and Metamats, and I'll keep you updated on Zefra.